Hey guys, what's up? It's Assassin here, and today's video is going to be kind of a little bit of like a story video with some Call of Duty gameplay in the background. Today the story is going to be just something that was kind of like hilarious one day at work. In reality, it's kind of sad to kind of think about like where society is and stuff like that, but it was kind of funny at the moment. And it's still kind of funny, but so we were really busy one day at my work, and if you don't know, I work at Tacobell. So right now we've had a carnival going on, and so we get like completely destroyed sometimes, where people come in and we're just slammed and stuff like that because people are coming back from that carnival. So we had that going on. People were coming back from the carnival, getting lunch, and then going home. And it was a Sunday, and it was about like 5 o'clock or so, and we're making orders, and then we get slammed really bad. So we moved people around so that way we could try and get orders out, because by this time our two lines that we have in our store, we didn't have enough people to run the lobby side of the line and the drive-through side. So me and the manager were making orders for drive-through side. So all the people that were in the drive-through were making all their orders, plus we're making everybody in the lobby's orders. So, and we have like these little screens that show us like the orders and how many items and what it is and stuff like that. If you worked in fast food or look behind the counter when you go into like Burger King, Taco Bell, McDonald's, anything like that, you've seen this stuff. So we're making food, and we had some guy in the drive-thru when one of the other employees, I'm not gonna name his name, but he was in the window and he's taking orders, and he's over there by himself. Me and the manager that were on the line both had a headset on, so we were well, I don't think the manager had a headset on. I think it was just me. But anyways, I was listening to the conversation, and the guy in the window, he said, "Give me 1 second." It was hard to hear, and he started yelling at him and saying that he needs to learn to listen to the customers, and he needs to learn how to do his job and stuff like that. And then he was complaining about the speed of service when the person that he had at the window had a $100 order, as well as like 2 or 3 more like $20 orders, and then there was 2 $60 orders, and then we had a $40 order, and then his order. So it's gonna take us a little bit to make that much food, and when there's 30, 40, 50 item orders from fast food, it kind of slows us down, especially when you only have 2 people making that food, when normally there should be 3 people on the line and 2 people in the window. So at this point, it kind of got to the point to where it was just like, okay, let's just try and get the food done as quick as possible and make sure that it's done properly. So that's what we were doing. We got all those orders out, and we got to have him to where he was at the window, and so he started screaming and yelling at the guy that we had in the window at the time, and called him like a monkey, and that he again doesn't know how to do his job, stuff like that, and was complaining about how long it took, because it took him 30 minutes to get to the window. Well, he'd been sitting in our drive-thru for 30 minutes is what he said, but when you looked at the time on the board, it showed that he was only, from the time that he hit to be able for us to take his order, for the time that him to get to the window, was about 16 minutes. And yes, it's fast food, so you can think that we're bad at our job, whatever you want to say, but for as big of orders as we had and the little amount of people that we had, that's pretty decent. He was complaining and yelling and stuff like that, so the manager had to go over there and note she is pregnant and stuff like that. So she goes over there and asks him what the problem is, and then he tells her that we're being too slow, that he was being rude when he took their order, and I had a headset on, and he was not being rude at all. He asked politely to repeat it because there's traffic and stuff where the intercom is, so it's really hard to hear at times. As well as he has to multitask, where he has to listen to people on the other side too that are at the window. So she's like talking to him, and he starts yelling at her, and he calls her fat and stuff like this, and I'm like, really? So it's just kind of really stupid, and like he just keeps yelling at her. So, and he's like, I want my food now. And at this point, I was about halfway done wrapping the order, and he just got upset and started freaking yelling at her even more, and just trying to hurt her feelings and stuff like that. And she's not one to kind of like get upset about that. She finds it kind of amusing, and it kind of drives her to, kill him with kindness. So that's what she did. She was like, well, sir, we've got your food right here. He was demanding free food, stuff like that. And we're not allowed to do that, as well as, we're not supposed to give refunds because just something weird about our store, but we try and avoid it. So we ended up giving him his money back, and when he got his money back, he threw it at the window after we closed it. But that's kind of about all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy this little bit of a story. Has been so assassin, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later.